Hello and welcome to the amazing game that is Pokemon Sword. Now today I will be showing you how to get all three of the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now just like all of the other Pokemon games before it, when you start a game and you get to where you get to pick your first Pokemon, it only lets you pick one and then gives you no options for the entire rest of the game to get any of the other two. So today we're going to solve that problem. For this video, I will be starting from the very beginning of the game, but you will notice that I have it sped up because the very beginning from where you start to where you can actually use Pokemon Home and the boxes in the Pokmon Center, it's actually like 25 minutes. So I fast forward and cut out a lot of stuff, but I'm here to guide you along the way. So now what you want to do is you want to start the game and immediately go and pick up your backpack. He'll clean up his... Once you have your backpack, you're going to go ahead and fix your hair real quick, and you're going to run right outside to be met by Hop, this game's version of the rival. He's going to go and tell you all about how lovely his house is and how you need to go see his house and how Wooloo is amazing and is going to tackle this fence. Once he's done and run off, you're going to go ahead and chase right on after him all the way down to his house, where you're going to have another one of those long conversations about how Leon is back in town and you need to go see him. So once that conversation's done, you run out, and you're going to go ahead and run all the way towards the city in this direction. Hop's going to stop you and tell you not to go into the long grass because there's big scary Pokemon in there and he has a Wooloo to protect him and you don't. Rather mean of you, Hop. So we'll run on down, go past this. You can't even turn right. If you try, Hop stops you. You're going to go to this crowd up here, and you'll see Leon, who's ready to do his dope Charizard pose dance. And there it is. Yay, how handsome is this boy? And there's that sweet Charizard pose. He's going to come right on over and talk to Hop about how much he misses Hop and how much he wants to keep going. And talk to you about how you're the protagonist and how awesome you are and how this is your story and everything's going to be revolved around you. He does his Charizard dance one last time and then magically teleports you all the way back to his sweet digs back in this direction. After a brief intermission, he's going to go ahead and introduce you to the first three starter Pokemon of Sword and Shield. He talks to you about how great Pokemon are and then says you need one, and then throws three of them out all at once, because that's a thing you can do in most games. In this game, you have the choice between Grookey, Scorbunny, and of course, Sobble. There'll be a little video of them running around. I've skipped it here, and then it gives you the option to choose which one you want. So you're going to run over to which is, of course, the best one, Grookey, the grass-type Pokemon. You're going to go ahead and accept it, and you're going to name him, of course, after the best dog in the history of all time, my dog Dill. So this Pokemon evolves into Dilla Boom, and now naturally you're going to go ahead and name him Dilla Boom. And once you've come up with a clever pun for your Pokemon's nickname to be something revolving around Dill, he's going to give you a dope high five, and then they're going to be off on your way. Now after you choose it, your rival's going to come over, he's going to pick the exact opposite of what Pokemon you choose in your favor, which I believe is the first time in all of the Pokemon games where your rival will just be super easy to beat, because normally, starting with the very first game, your rival would have the opposite. So if you chose water, he would choose grass. If you choose grass, he chose fire. In this case, I chose grass and he chose to do water. So I have the exact opposite and I'm going to beat him. Maybe the game developers thought since he has an amazing new move that maybe he'll stand a chance. It'll be even remotely a challenge for what might be arguably the best Pokemon in the history of all time, because he's just the perfect name to make a pun from my favorite, most best Pokemon. After you beat Wooloo by hitting tackle 3 times, because why would you growl, he will faint, and he'll have no choice but to send out his Sobble. And after you level up to level 6, you'll actually learn Branch Poke, which is a grass-type move. So it means it'll be super effective, and you only have to hit him twice to kill him. Now leave in the comments below if you want to do a video about what happens if you actually let Hop win. It's kind of impossible if you do it right to lose when you KO him in 2 hits. He'll give you some advantage nonsense about how you already know about it, even though it just gave you the power just now, so why would you not use it? And then once he is dead, he's going to cry like the little girl that he is, that he does for pretty much the entire rest of the game. Oh, boo-hoo. But then you get to go on a sweet barbecue and have a way too long talk with Leon about how great you are, and how you're the protagonist still, and how amazing you are, and how he wants you to follow Hop around because he knows that Hop sucks. Here you go, you're going to run all over here because you heard a crash, and you're going to go through this weird forest section of the game, which kind of just serves as the sort of rat killing part of a dungeon in most games. You're going to have to run along a path and run into 3 Pokemon that you can't avoid. They just kind of appear out of nowhere as you walk into the grass. Once you've beaten them, you can continue all the way on, and you actually get a very early introduction to Sword and Shield's legendary Pokemon, Zacian and Zamazenta. It's actually a pretty cool little event where there's fog, and the Pokemon comes to help you, sort of, but you decide to fight him, but you can't actually damage him. So every time you attack him, it's going to say it does nothing, and then you just have to do it 3 times until the fog becomes so bad that you can't see, and you end up fainting. So here he is. Scratch. And scratch. There we go. And once that's done, he will it'll go to a scene where you're laying on the ground, and then Leon somehow magically finds you and comes and rescues you for the first time out of like 9 times in this game. He tells you about how weird it is, and that he's leaving, and that you guys need to go along your way, go talk to your mom to get some Pokeballs, and meet this versions of the professor to get the Pokedex so that you can continue along on your journey. So after you briefly forget you have to go see your mom, you'll turn around, run up, and go talk to her. She gives you 5 Pokeballs, which are going to come in really handy here in just a bit when we go and try to catch our very first Pokemon. So you're going to run out this way, all the way back down the path that you've already been down, past the Hop and Leon's house, all the way down to the area where you weren't allowed to go before. Hop's going to give you some speech about going into the grass and leveling up because he's going to beat you, and then points you in the direction to the professor's house where you need to go. So we're going to run down into the grass and grab this potion for no reason and run into whatever Pokemon you want. You can run into this Rookdee like I did, or get Wooloo. It really doesn't matter. The reason that we are catching one now is that Pokmon Home is weird and doesn't let you actually transfer or swap out Pokemon that are in your party. You can only use it while in the box, and the box won't let you put Pokemon in there unless there's at least 1 Pokemon in your party. So we're getting one to just fill that position so that we can put Grookey into the box and transfer it to Pokemon Home. There we are, we caught Rookdee, who we are not going to give any nickname to because he is just a filler Pokemon that is going to disappear here in a few seconds. Now, after you collect whatever Pokemon you want, you're just going to go ahead and run all the way down to the main part of the city. And you're going to, of course, stop and give a sweet high 5 to Charizard. Run over here to the right and talk to Leon about how you need to be introduced to Sonia, this version of Professor Oak. Instead, it's Professor Sonia. She gives you some speech about how she's looking into a strange occurrence with Pokemon going super giant, and how you should help her out, and how great her little dog Pokemon is. And then she gives you the Pokedex, and you can continue along your way. We're almost done with this first part. Once she's done talking, you're going to go ahead and run right outside here, get stopped by a random stranger who's going to give you a potion even though you just picked one up off the ground 3 seconds ago. Thanks, man, for giving us someone else's literal trash. Once he shuts up, you're going to go ahead and head up the hill towards Hop, who's waiting to show you all about the Pokmon Center. Pokmon Center is of course where we're going to find the computer that lets you transfer your Pokemon. But first we have to go to this rather annoying, this is what a Pokemon Center is. If you pay attention, Hop gives you an option where you can skip it and say, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing, but I didn't do that, I'm dumb. And he has to go through it all. This is where you heal people. This is the box that you can store your Pokemon in, and here is the Pokemon Center, or the Pokemart, where you can buy Pokeballs and stuff like that. Once Hop runs away, you can go ahead and run to this box, and you're going to deposit the Pokemon that the starter Pokemon, Dilla Boom in this case. Move them right on over, and very importantly, you're going to save the game because you want that Grookey to be in the box, and you don't want to have to restart the game when you go on to the next few steps. There you are, saving it, and you're going to head on over to Pokmon Home now. Make sure you close the software you're using and open Pokmon Home. I will leave in the description below a video I did that's all about how to use Pokemon Go. If anybody is interested, it's a full guide on what everything you can do in the game is, or in Pokemon Home anyways. I'll leave that just in the description below. Let me know what you guys think. Once you're in here, you're going to take your starter Pokemon. You're going to move them from the right side, which is the box of the game, and you move them over to the left side, which is your boxes for Pokemon Home. And then, very importantly, when you exit, you're going to make sure you choose the Save Changes and Exit, because you want that Grookey to actually be moved over. Because we're about to go into the system settings of the game, and then all the way down to memory, and then scroll down to Delete Save Data. You're going to choose the game that you want, in this case Pokemon Sword, and you're going to delete all save data for that game. Wait for the red box to come on. Boom. And once you do that, all the previous data that you just did is going to go away. So you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to open up Pokemon Sword, listen to the way too long intro, choose who you want to be. In this case, of course, we're going to be Dill. Who else would we be? Listen to Rose give his speech about how great Pokemon battles are and how great Gigantamax is. You're going to go grab your box, run outside, talk to... Oh, what I do right here is actually in the settings, you can change the text speed to on really fast, and you can also turn off the videos, which will save you a little bit of time considering this very beginning part. It takes about 25 minutes per run around so that you can get all 3 Pokemon. This will just kind of save a few seconds, really. Run down to Hop's house, talk to his mom. She's going to tell you to get on out, go meet Leon. Leon does his Charizard pose. You go pick your Pokemon, and in this case, we're going to just choose whichever one the next one is. I think I choose Scorbunny, who you're going to give a nickname, and of course, that nickname's going to be none other than the amazing Dill Bunny. One thing to note when you're choosing which Pokemon to choose for your actual run-through, the one that you choose to play through in that game will actually not have a lock on what level it can be and listen to. So even if it's max level, it'll actually listen to you. So here you got to go through the whole part where you run through the forest, talk to Legendary, go talk to your mom, get some Pokeballs, use those Pokeballs to catch a Wooloo, and then go talk to Professor Sonia and listen to her nonsense story about legends and old things and how great you are. Go to Hop. Hop will then give you his speech. You go to the box, you put Dill Bunny inside the box, and then you go back to Pokemon Home. And in Pokemon Home, you put him right next to your 2 Dilla Booms, or wherever you want, as long as it's in the Pokemon Home boxes. And then you're going to start another new game. So you have to go delete the data, go through all that again. I go ahead and skip forward for you right there, all the way to picking Sobble. And I don't really have a clever name for him, so he just becomes Dilly, naturally, the best boy. And this last time around, you just need to put the 2 other Pokemon into your actual game. So in this case, the Scorbunny and the Dilla Boom, you just move from the left now over into the right. And then when you start your game back up, you will have both of them in your box, and you can start with all 3 of the starter Pokemon. And that's going to be all for today, guys. I have been Captain Crash 117 giving you a guide on getting all 3 using Pokmon Home. If this was helpful at all for you, please leave a comment below, maybe like the video, and of course subscribe for more Pokemon